Hello, seventh grade band. Welcome to your second half of the week update and assignment and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to jump right into it. If you go to our Schoology page and again go to the assignments folder, it is orange. And then you go to the distance learning folder for this week, April 6th, April 10th. It is pink or salmon or whatever you want to call that. And then you go to our assignments folder for April 9th through April 10th, which is another pinkish folder. Okay, that is your assignment for the second half of the week. And it's not published yet, but it will be. Just like all of these are not published yet, but they will be. Um, if you click on this top PDF here, this will be your written instructions for this for the two assignments. We also have Sight Reading Factory and Smart Music here that also has the instructions. And this video will be posted in this folder as well. So I'm going to take you through the written instructions as to what you're going to do for the second half of the week. Okay. Loading. I guess I'll take a sip of coffee. Oh, that's hot. I just made that. Okay. All right. Here's our assignment for Thursday and Friday this week. As always, let me know if you have questions. Okay. Sight Reading Factory, log in and complete the next assignment. It will be due at the end of the day on Friday. Okay. And then for Smart Music today, we're going to, for Thursday and Friday, I want to kind of get back into our Standard of Excellence work. And we're going to work on page 12, number 53 and 54. So those are assigned to you in Smart Music and will each be worth 5 points. So your Smart Music grade will be worth 10 points. Oh, okay. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. Thank you. Okay, I had a little sneeze there. Sorry. All right, number 53, habanera. Let's see, I'm going to take you into Smart Music right now. And this one makes good use of our chromatic scale. Okay, this is the trumpet part right here, but everyone's got kind of the same thing that we're starting on. We're working on our chromatic scale, and I put in the Schoology page. We worked on a chromatic fragment on page 10, number 41. So this is kind of going back and reviewing that a little bit. But this is using new notes, okay? So you can either use fingering charts in the back of your Standard of Excellence book, but Smart Music actually has a really, really cool feature where if you click on any note, like, hey, look, here's a C sharp. I'm going to click on that. It's kind of hard to see what these buttons are right here, but there's two buttons that pop on the bottom, and it doesn't matter which note. They all have that, okay? But you click on a note, and the right one plays the note for you as a sound bite, so you can hear what it's supposed to sound like, what pitch it's supposed to be. That's a C sharp, and it's supposed to sound like a trumpet. Anyway, or whatever instrument. If you do like a flute setting, then it sounds kind of like a flute, okay? Then also on this left one is your fingering chart. And it tells you the fingering for that note. Doesn't get much easier than that. You can literally click on the note and it'll tell you the fingering. Okay. You can do that for any note. Hey, look, here's a B flat. What fingering is B flat on trumpet? Oh, it's first valve. Okay. If I go to a woodwind instrument, like let's go to clarinet. Because our clarinets are awesome. Okay. All right. What's the fingering for C sharp? All right. First off, what does it sound like? That sounds more like a clarinet than the trumpet sounds like a trumpet. But you click on that, and there's your fingering for C sharp. So if you're unfamiliar with any notes, all you have to do is click on the note. You can listen to it, and you got the fingering. How neat is that? Okay. So please make use of that and practice it before you record it. Okay. I want to make sure that we are understanding the notes as they're intended here and use those tools that are built into Smart Music. Okay, let me just look, see if I'm missing anything. Oh yeah, syncopation. So we have a rhythm. We've seen this rhythm before, but this is a tricky rhythm on many accounts. We have an eighth note, followed by a quarter note, followed by a quarter note. Now, Smart Music has nice built-in tools for notes, but not as much for rhythm, other than you're just able to kind of listen to it. But the rhythm of this is you play on count one, and then since it's an eighth note, that's only half of the beat. We move this quarter note is on the end of count one. Okay, quarter note is a full count though, so it's the end of one and the beginning of count two, And then we're left with the and of 2. So if I have a beat, here's my beat. That rhythm is 1 and. You're playing on the ands. You're playing in between the beat. 1 and. And that's what syncopation is. It's emphasizing what we call the offbeats or the ands. 1 and. So your rhythm is 1, 2, 1 and 1, 2, 1, 2. Mrs. Armstrong's kind of dancing over here as I'm singing. Okay. Anyway, so that is the rhythm that is used in this piece. 1 and. It happens in this measure, measure 2, and it also happens down here in measure 10. Okay. You'll also notice that there's a cool accent. They want you to accent that middle note. Okay. So I think that's really all for number 53. I've also assigned number 54, where a lot of instruments have new notes. Okay. The flutes, basically it's the flutes and the brass have a new note. Okay, so I'm actually going to switch over to flute here because our flute players are the best. Okay. Okay, and the new note is this third note, and it's the same note for every instrument. The trumpets, your new note is in the same spot. It's the third note of the piece. Trombone, baritone, tuba, the third note of the piece is new for all of us. The only people it's not for is clarinets, saxophones, and percussion. You guys have previously learned this note, but sorry, flutes, I know you want me to, but I'm not going to play for you because you guys know how well I play the flute. But our fingering, I just got a flute out to show you the fingering for this new note. And guess what? We can use that trick that I just did on the other song, and there's the fingering. So we can see that by our fingering chart that's on the screen, down there, it's thumb, 2, 3, thumb, 2, 3, and then you have a pinky key right there. Okay, so that's the flute fingering for that note, and I'm not going to play it for you. But you can press this button. That's what it's supposed to sound like. Listen to that vibrato. It's so pretty. Then let's go to the trumpet part. Okay, I got like all these instruments here on my ottoman right here. It's great. It's great. Teaching in the living room. It's pretty great. All right, your new note, high note. Right there. That's an E, and it's an open fingering. I actually probably didn't need to grab my trumpet to show you that because you're not pressing anything now. Okay, it's your open fingering. Let's move on. Let's see. Oh, and horns, you don't have a new note. So I guess I misspoke when I said all the brass. My favorite brass instrument, the horn, does not have a new note. So horn players, you're good. All right. Now, new note for trombone and baritone is D, another high note. So what? It's not that high, trombones. Don't you dare try to play that high. I guess we found a bug in the system. So anyway, it's not that high. But your position, wait, what if I did C? Yeah, that is very incorrect. But anyway, D is going to be first position. It's the next shelf up from B flat. So if your smart music is being weird like mine, will you calm down? Gosh. Anyway, B flat. It will be the next shelf up from that in first position. So if you blow a little bit faster air from B flat, you'll hit D. Okay? All right. And baritone, open fingering just like the trumpets, but you'll play this note D. Okay? Going on. Oh, I want to stay on the same song, but oh. Now let's go to tuba. Tuba is actually going to be the same note and the same fingering as the baritone, except it's lower because tuba plays an octave lower. So your new note is going to be D. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, this is not working. Okay. Anyway, but you can look at your fingering. Your fingering is going to be the same as the baritone, and it's going to be open fingering. Okay. So most of the song's focus is teaching the new note to those instruments that I went over. All of you should be thinking of fast air as you're playing these new notes because they are high notes on all of the instruments I talked about. And then also, this one is supposed to be, well, the title of the song is Smooth as Silk. So I want you to think about that as you're playing and make your sound as smooth as silk. And what does that mean? Well, everyone's got slurs. Okay. Sometimes they're slurs across a whole measure. Sometimes they're slurs across two measures. So try to make your sound nice and smooth and really focus on where you have slurs in this piece. I don't want everything slurred, but if you have a slur from here to here, connect those notes. Okay. Don't tongue, only tongue the first note and just change your fingerings. And then you'll tongue this note here and then just worry about changing your fingerings. Don't re-tongue, don't re-articulate the note, and so on and so forth. Okay. As always, please let me know if you have questions. And stay healthy. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.